The large meeting room on the space station was very quiet. Ambassador Jake Morrison sat at the big round table. Around him sat alien leaders from many different worlds. The talks had been going on for 3 long months. Each day, the aliens asked for more and more from Earth. Jake looked tired. His hair was getting gray from all the stress. Next to him sat Dr. Alex Carter, a smart man who wrote down everything the aliens said. Behind them stood Captain Lisa Barnes. She was a strong woman who kept her hand near her weapon. The alien from Zephyr spoke first. His name was Vexani, and he looked like a tall bird with blue feathers. "Humans must give us the moon," he said. "We need to dig there for special metals. You can visit sometimes, but we will own it." Jake shook his head. "The moon belongs to Earth. Our people live there now. We built cities there." The Karathi alien made an angry sound. Zektar looked like a big lizard with red scales. He had sharp teeth and yellow eyes. "Then give us all your warships," he said. "Humans fight too much. We will keep your ship safe." "Our ships protect our people," Jake said. "We will not give them to you." The third alien was from Velka. Her name was Yinra, and she looked like a gray person made of metal. Her voice sounded like a machine when she spoke. "Human children must come to our schools," she said. "They will learn to be better. They will work for the galaxy, not just for Earth." Jake felt his heart beat faster. This was too much. "You want to take our children away from their families?" he asked. "Yes," Yinra said. "Human families teach wrong things. We will teach them right." Dr. Carter stopped writing. He looked at Jake with wide eyes. Captain Barnes moved closer to the table. Her face was red with anger. "No," Jake said. "We will never give you our children." Zektar hit the table with his big fist. The sound was very loud. "You will do what we say," he shouted. "The Galactic Council makes the rules. Earth is small, we are big. You must listen to us or we will make life hard for you." "We can stop all trade with Earth," Vexani said. "No, alien ships will come to your world. You will have no new technology. You will be alone." "We can attack Earth with our warships," Zektar added. "Your little fleet cannot stop us. You will wish you had listened." Jake looked around the room. There were 12 aliens from different worlds. All of them stared at him. Some looked angry, some looked happy to see him scared. But Jake was not scared. He was angry. For 3 months, these aliens had asked for more and more. First, they wanted Earth to pay money to join the Council. Then they wanted some of Earth's land. Then they wanted humans to work for free on alien worlds. Each time, Jake had said maybe they could talk about it. But now they wanted the moon. They wanted Earth ships. They wanted human children. Dr. Carter whispered to Jake. "They see us as slaves, not friends." Captain Barnes whispered too. "Sir, this is wrong. We should not agree to this." Jake stood up slowly. The room became quiet. All the aliens looked at him. "For 3 months we have tried to be friends," he said. "We wanted to join your council. We wanted to be part of the galaxy." "You still can," Vexani said. "Just do what we ask." "What you ask is too much," Jake said. "You do not want us as friends. You want us as your slaves. You want to own our moon. You want to take our ships. You want to steal our children." "We want to help you," Yinra said. "Humans are young. You do not know how to live in the galaxy. We will teach you." "We have lived on Earth for thousands of years," Jake said. "We built great cities. We went to the stars. We learned to travel faster than light. We did all this without your help." Zektar laughed. It was not a nice sound. "You think you are smart, but you are nothing. There are billions of us. There are only a few million humans. You need us. We do not need you." Jake walked toward the door. Dr. Carter and Captain Barnes followed him. "You are wrong," Jake said. "We do not need masters. We do not need to give up our children. We do not need to give up our freedom." "Where are you going?" Vexani asked. "We are not done talking." Jake stopped at the door. He turned around and looked at all the aliens. "Yes, we are done. Earth will not join your council. We do not want to be part of a group that treats us like slaves. You cannot leave, Zektar shouted. You need us. Your people will be hungry. Your ships will break. You will have no friends in the galaxy. We will see, Jake said. Humans have been alone before. We know how to take care of ourselves. You will come back, Yinra said. You will come back and ask us to help you. Then we will ask for even more. Jake smiled, but it was not a happy smile. No. We will not come back. We tried to be your friends. You wanted us to be your slaves. Now you will see what the galaxy is like without humans. He walked out of the room. Dr. Carter and Captain Barnes walked with him. Behind them, the aliens shouted and argued, but Jake did not look back. On the ship back to Earth, Dr. Carter asked, "What will we do now?" "We go home," Jake said. "We tell Earth what happened. Then we show these aliens what happens when they think humans are weak." Captain Barnes smiled. "They will learn," she said. "They will learn the hard way." 2 days after Jake Morrison walked out of the meeting, something strange started happening all over the galaxy. Commander Ryan Mitchell was sitting in his office on Mars when a secret message came to his computer. The message was from Earth's government. It said only one thing: "Come home now. Bring everyone." Ryan read the message 3 times. Then he sent the same message to every human in space, to the people working on alien worlds, to the soldiers guarding alien stations, to the scientists studying alien animals, to the traders selling things to aliens. The message was simple: come home now. Dr. Nina Walsh was working on a planet called Kepler 442b. She studied alien plants and animals. The bluebird aliens called Zephyrians watched her work every day. They wanted to know everything about human bodies. They asked for samples of human blood and hair. Nina always said no. When Nina got the message, she told her team to pack everything. "We are leaving," she said. "Right now." The Zephyrian boss, Keksava, came running when he saw humans packing. "Where are you going?" he asked. "You cannot leave. We have a deal. You must work here for 5 more years." "The deal is over," Nina said. She did not look at him. She kept packing her things. "You must give us your research," Keksava said. "All the things you learned about our plants. All the things you learned about our animals, we own it." Nina smiled. "No, you do not own it. We learned it. We keep it." She picked up a small box with all her important data. "Goodbye, Keksva." The human ship took off that night. Keksva and his soldiers ran to the empty lab, but all the computers were broken. All the research was gone. The humans had taken everything or destroyed it. Captain Steve Hudson flew a big cargo ship called New Horizon. He carried special metals from the asteroid belt to alien worlds. The red lizard aliens called Karathi paid him good money for these metals. They needed the metals to build their warships. When Steve got the message, he was loading his ship with rare silver metal. A Karathi named Gekmor was watching him work. "Hurry up, human," Gekmor said. "We need this metal fast. Our enemies are building new ships." Steve stopped working. "I am done," he said. "Good," Gekmor said. "Take the metal to our homeworld." "No," Steve said. "I am going home, to Earth." Gekmor looked confused. "What about our metal? What about our deal?" Steve walked to his ship. "Find someone else to carry your metal. I do not work for you anymore." "You cannot leave," Gekmor shouted. "We paid you already. You must finish the job." Steve's ship started to fly away. He sent a message to Gekmor's computer. It said, "Deal ended. Find new workers. Goodbye." Gekmor stood alone in the empty space dock. Around him, other human ships were leaving too. In one day, all the human cargo ships were gone. The Karathi had no one to carry their metals. Their trade business stopped. Lieutenant Sarah Brooks worked on a big space station near Alpha Centauri. Humans and aliens worked together there to guard the space around the star. Sarah controlled 12 big warships and 37 smaller ships. The gray metal aliens called Velkans worked with her. When Sarah got the message, she called all the human soldiers. "We are going home," she said. Pack everything. Take all our weapons. Take all our computers. Do not leave anything for the aliens. The Velkin's leader, Zinko, came to see Sarah. What is happening? He asked. Why are your soldiers packing? We are leaving, Sarah said. Earth called us home. You cannot leave, Zinko said. This station needs human soldiers. You know how to fight better than us. You know how to use the computers. Sarah looked at Zinko. You should have thought about that before you tried to make us slaves. We did not try to make you slaves, Zinko said. We just wanted to help you learn. By taking our children? Sarah asked. By taking our ships? By taking our moon? Zinko did not answer. He knew Sarah was right. The human ships left that night. Sarah's warships flew in a long line toward Earth. The space station looked empty without them. The Velkins tried to use the human computers, but they did not know how. They tried to use the human weapons, but they did not work. In one day, the station became almost useless. All over the galaxy, the same thing happened. Human doctors left alien hospitals. Human teachers left alien schools. Human engineers left alien factories. Human farmers left alien worlds. Human traders stopped selling things to aliens. The aliens did not understand what was happening. They thought humans would never leave. They thought humans needed them too much. They thought humans were too weak to live alone. But humans had been living alone for thousands of years before they met aliens. They knew how to take care of themselves. They knew how to build things. They knew how to grow food. They knew how to fight. In 2 weeks, almost all humans were gone from alien space. The galaxy became very quiet. Alien worlds that depended on human workers had problems. Alien businesses that used human traders had no goods to sell. Alien armies that used human soldiers became weak. The aliens started to worry. They had not expected this. They thought humans would always stay and work for them. They thought humans had no choice. But humans did have a choice. And they chose to go home. Back on Earth, ships arrived every day. Humans who had lived on other worlds for many years came home. They brought stories of how badly aliens had treated them. They brought proof that aliens saw humans as tools, not friends. The Earth government was ready. They had prepared homes for everyone. They had prepared jobs for everyone. They had prepared to live without alien help. And for the first time in many years, Earth felt like home to all humans. 6 months passed after all the humans went back to Earth. At first, the aliens thought they would be fine without humans. They thought humans were not that important. They were very wrong. The trouble started with a terrible sickness called the Xerian plague. It came from the edge of the galaxy where bad aliens lived. The plague was not natural. It was made as a weapon. It could kill many different types of aliens at the same time. The plague spread very fast. It jumped from world to world. Millions of aliens got sick. Many died. The aliens needed medicine fast, but there was a big problem. Most of their medicine came from human doctors and human labs. Dr. Corvin was the head doctor for the Zephyrian people. He was a smart bluebird alien, but he was not smart enough for this. He stood in his empty lab and looked at the broken machines. Human doctors had built these machines. Human doctors knew how to fix them. But now there were no human doctors. We need help, Dr. Corvin said to his team. The plague is killing our people. Our medicine does not work. His assistant, Medka, looked scared. What can we do? The human doctors are gone. They took all their knowledge with them. Dr. Corvin tried to call human doctors on Earth, but no one answered. The humans were not talking to any aliens anymore. We must figure this out ourselves, he said. But deep down, he knew they could not. On the Zephyrian homeworld, the mining business was also in trouble. Counselor Vexani, the same alien who had demanded the moon from humans, stood in front of 12 broken mining machines. These machines dug deep into the ground to find special metals. Without these metals, the Zephyrians could not build ships or weapons. Why are the machines not working? Vexani asked his workers. They are too complex, said his chief miner Dexra. The humans built them. The humans knew how to fix them. We do not. Vexani was angry. We are smart. We can learn. We tried. Dexra said. Look. He pointed to a pile of broken metal pieces. We tried to fix that machine. Now it is completely destroyed. 3 workers died when it exploded. The Zephyrians had tried to copy human engineering, but they failed. Human machines were different. Humans thought in ways that aliens did not understand. Human machines needed human minds to work properly. On 12 different worlds, mining stopped. The Zephyrians could not get the metals they needed. Their economy started to crash. Workers lost their jobs. People got angry. The Karathi military was having even worse problems. General Thekmor, the big red lizard alien, sat in his war room, looking at very bad news. His armies were losing every battle against the plague ships. How many ships did we lose today? He asked his aide, Captain Rector. 15 big ships, General. 40 small ships. Thekmor hit the table with his fist. How is this possible? We have good weapons, we have good ships. The problem is not our weapons, General, Rector said. The problem is how we fight. The humans taught us new ways to fight. They showed us how to work together. They showed us how to think smart in battle. Now they are gone, and we fight like we did before. The old ways do not work against these new enemies. Thekmor remembered the human soldiers. They were smaller than Karathi soldiers, but they were smarter. They could win battles even when they had fewer ships. They could trick enemies. They could plan attacks that no one expected. What about our defense systems? Thekmor asked. The big energy shields around our important worlds? Rector looked even more worried. They are failing, General. The humans designed them. When problems happen, we do not know how to fix them. 3 worlds lost their shields this week. If the plague ships attack those worlds, we cannot protect them. The Karathi had always been proud of their strength. They had big muscles and sharp teeth. They thought they were the best fighters in the galaxy. But humans had taught them that being smart was better than being strong. Now, without human teachers, they were losing badly. The Velkan scientists had their own problems. Dr. Yenko was the smartest Velkan alive, but even she felt stupid now. She stood in her lab looking at a half-built machine. It was supposed to let aliens talk to each other instantly across the galaxy, no matter how far apart they were. This machine could help us fight the plague, she told her assistant Nexty. If we could talk to all our armies at the same time, we could coordinate our defense, but I cannot make it work. The machine was based on human ideas. Humans had a special way of thinking about space and time. They could see patterns that aliens missed. They could solve problems that seemed impossible. Maybe we can hire human scientists, Nexty suggested. Dr. Yenko shook her head. I tried. The humans will not work for us anymore. They will not even sell us their old research. They said we had our chance to be friends, and we chose to be masters instead. All over the galaxy, trade was falling apart. Without human traders, aliens could not move goods from world to world easily. Human traders had known the best routes. They had known how to negotiate good deals. They had known how to solve problems when things went wrong. Alien businesses were closing. Alien workers were losing jobs. Alien families were getting poorer. But the worst problem was the wars. Small fights between different alien groups were getting bigger. Before, human diplomats had helped solve these fights with words instead of weapons. Humans were good at finding ways for everyone to be happy. They were good at making deals that worked for both sides. Now there were no human diplomats. The fights became wars. The wars became bigger wars. Resources that should have been used to fight the plague were used to fight each other instead. Counselor Vexani called an emergency meeting of the Galactic Council. Representatives from all the major alien species came. They all looked worried and scared. We have a problem, Vexani said. The plague is spreading. Our economies are crashing. We are fighting each other instead of working together. We need help. Everyone knew what kind of help they needed. They needed human help. But no one wanted to say it out loud. Finally, General Thekmor spoke. We made a mistake. We thought humans were weak. We thought we could use them, but humans were holding our civilization together. Without them, we are falling apart. The truth was hard to hear, but it was true. The aliens had learned too late. that humans were not their servants. Humans were their partners. And now their partners were gone. 2 years after Jake Morrison walked out of that meeting room, something surprising happened. A small alien ship appeared near Earth's space defenses. The ship was flying white flags from 3 different alien worlds. It sent a message. "We want to talk. Please do not shoot." Admiral Ben Collins was now in charge of protecting Earth and the solar system. He sat in his command center on the moon and watched the alien ship on his screen. He smiled a little. 2 years ago, these same aliens had threatened to attack Earth. Now they were asking permission to visit. "Let them come," Admiral Collins said to his officers. "But watch them carefully. Only one ship, no weapons." The alien ship landed at the main spaceport on Earth. 3 aliens came out. One was Counselor Vexani, the blue bird alien who had wanted to take the moon. One was General Thekmor, the red lizard alien who had threatened war. One was Dr. Yenko, the gray metal alien who had wanted to steal human children. All 3 aliens looked very different from 2 years ago. They looked tired. They looked scared. They looked like people who had lost everything. Dr. Katie Sullivan was now Earth's secretary for talking to aliens. She was a smart woman who had studied alien cultures for many years. She met the 3 aliens in a big white room in the government building. "Welcome to Earth," Dr. Sullivan said. She was polite, but not friendly. "Why are you here?" Counselor Vexani spoke first. His voice was quiet and sad. "Dr. Sullivan, we have come to ask for help. The galaxy is in great trouble. The plague has killed millions of our people. Our economies have crashed. We are fighting wars everywhere. We need human help." "That is interesting," Dr. Sullivan said. 2 years ago you did not want our help. You wanted to be our masters." General Thekmor moved uncomfortably in his chair. "We made mistakes. We did not understand how important humans were to the galaxy. We thought you were just workers. We thought we could replace you easily." "And now?" Dr. Sullivan asked. "Now we know the truth," Dr. Yenko said. "Humans are not just workers. You are innovators. You are problem solvers. You are peacemakers. Without you, our civilization is falling apart." Captain Mike Parker sat in the corner of the room. He was there to make sure the aliens did not try anything dangerous. He had fought against alien armies before humans left the galaxy. He knew how arrogant these aliens used to be. "Tell me exactly what you want," Dr. Sullivan said. Vexani pulled out a small computer. "We offer humanity full membership in the Galactic Council. You will have equal votes with all other species. You will have complete control over your territory. No alien can enter human space without permission." "What else?" Dr. Sullivan asked. "We offer you 40% of all galactic trade money," Thekmor said. "That is more than any other species gets. It is more than the 3 of us get together." "And," Dr. Sullivan said, "we will give you the best planets in the galaxy for human colonies," Yenko said. "You can choose any worlds you want. We will help you build cities there." Dr. Sullivan listened to all their offers. Then she asked, "What do you want in return?" "We want human doctors to help us fight the plague," Vexani said. "We want human engineers to fix our machines. We want human soldiers to teach us how to fight. We want human diplomats to help us make peace." "So you want us to save you?" Dr. Sullivan said. "Yes," all 3 aliens said together. Dr. Sullivan was quiet for a moment. Then she asked, "How bad is it really?" Thekmor answered, "The plague has killed 60 million people across 12 worlds. Our armies have lost 70% of our ships. Without human tactics, we cannot win battles anymore." Vexani added, "Our mining operations have completely stopped. We cannot get the metals we need to build anything. Our people are becoming poor and angry." Yenko said, "Our scientific research has stopped completely. All our new technology came from working with human scientists. Without them, we cannot invent anything new." "What about the wars between your species?" Dr. Sullivan asked. "They are getting worse," Thekmor admitted. "Human diplomats used to help us solve problems with words. Now we only know how to solve problems with weapons. Small arguments become big wars. Captain Parker spoke for the first time. How many people have died in these wars? Too many, Vexani said quietly. Maybe 20 million. The wars use resources. We need to fight the plague. But we cannot stop fighting each other without human help. Dr. Sullivan stood up and walked to the window. She could see the blue oceans and green forests of Earth. She could see human cities with tall buildings reaching toward the sky. She could see human ships flying between Earth and the moon. 2 years ago, you came to us with demands, she said, without turning around. You wanted our moon. You wanted our ships. You wanted our children. You treated us like slaves who should be grateful for your attention. We were wrong, Yenko said. We were stupid and arrogant. We thought we were better than humans. We thought humans needed us more than we needed humans. Dr. Sullivan turned around. And now you have learned the truth. Yes, Vexani said. The truth is that we needed humans much more than humans needed us. We depended on your innovation, your adaptability, your diplomatic skills. We took all of this for granted. The truth is that humans made our civilization work. Techmore added. Without humans, we are just separate species fighting each other and failing to solve basic problems. Dr. Sullivan sat back down. Your offers are generous, more generous than anything you offered 2 years ago. We are desperate, Yenko said honestly. We will give you anything you want if you will help us. Dr. Sullivan was quiet for a long time. The aliens waited nervously. They knew their future depended on her answer. Finally, Dr. Sullivan spoke. The Galactic Council had its chance to treat humans as equals. You chose to treat us as resources to exploit. You learned too late that respect cannot be demanded. It must be earned. The aliens looked hopeful. Maybe she would say yes, but Dr. Sullivan continued. Earth is not interested in joining your council under any terms. We have learned that we can live very well without galactic politics and alien demands. The aliens looked shocked and scared. However, Dr. Sullivan said, we are willing to make individual agreements with species that treat us with respect. If you want human help, you must deal with us as equals, not as your saviors. She stood up again. The age of human submission to alien authority is over. You will negotiate with us as one sovereign power to another, or you will not negotiate with us at all. Admiral Collins was right to smile. Humanity had walked away from the negotiations, and now the galaxy had come to them. The aliens had paid the full price for their arrogance, and they would never make the same mistake again.